Rich people don't work for money. Money works for them. While they sleep, they earn more than you earn in a month working 40 hours a week. How do they do it? Simple. They create passive income streams. In this video, I show you 5 proven ways to start making money while you sleep. No MLM, no false promises, just real options you can start today with what you have. First, let's clear something important. There are 2 types of income. Active income is what you do now. You work, you produce, you exchange your time for money. Your boss pays you for your labor. Stop working, the money stops. Simple. Passive income is money that comes in without you working at that moment. You created something once, and it keeps generating money. It's like planting a tree. You work the first year taking care of it, but then it produces fruit every year without you doing anything. The question is, how long do you want to work? 40 years? Until you're 70? Or do you want your money to already be working for you by the time you're 35? Rich people know it. Passive money is the only way to not work your whole life. Let's start with the easiest and most accessible, dividend stocks. Here's how it works. You buy a stock from a big company. That company makes money. It decides to give part of those earnings to shareholders. You receive a portion. Real example. You buy 100 shares of a company that pays 3% annual dividend. You invest $3,000. Every year you get $90 without doing anything. It's not much yet, but if you repeat it with 10 companies, that's $900 annually. Even better? Index funds. They're baskets of many companies. Less risk, more stable dividends. With $500 a month for 10 years, you can have $80,000 generating dividends. The initial investment is $100 minimum. The time to earn is 6 to 12 months. The money you make is slow, but steady. The second classic source, real estate rental income. You buy a property. You rent it out. Money comes in every month. It's automatic. But here's the detail. This requires initial capital. You can't buy a house with $500. You need to save, get a loan, have documentation in order. However, if you have access to capital, the numbers are solid. An apartment that costs $150,000 and you rent it for $1,000 a month. That's 8% annual return. Just from rent, not counting appreciation. The problem? Problematic tenants, repairs, taxes, management offices. It's not as passive as it sounds. The initial investment is $30,000 or more in deposit. Time to earn is from month 1. The money you make is $500 to $2,000 plus monthly. Here comes the interesting part. Digital products, ebooks, courses, templates. You work once. You sell infinitely. Production cost, almost zero. Example, you write a 50-page ebook about keto nutrition. You sell it for $15 on Gumroad. You don't have to reproduce it. No shipping costs, no inventory. Someone buys it, downloads it. You receive the money. How much can you earn? It depends on your niche and marketing. Someone with 10,000 followers selling a course at $49 can make $5,000 monthly without touching the product after launching it. Be real. The first 3 months you don't earn anything. It's pure work. But after money while you sleep, the initial investment is $0 to $500. Time to earn is 2 to 4 months. The money you make is $100 to $5,000 plus monthly if you have an audience. Fourth source, affiliate income. You recommend other people's products. You earn commission on each sale. Amazon gives you 3% to 10%. Course platforms give you 20% to 50%. If you recommend a hosting service, you earn $50 to $100 per customer. What's the secret? You need to have an audience or traffic. A blog with 10,000 monthly visits selling hosting can make $500 monthly. A YouTube with 50,000 followers recommending Amazon products can make $2,000. It's passive because the product isn't yours. Someone else creates it, sells it, backs it. You just recommend it. The initial investment is $0. Time to earn is 3 to 6 months. The money you make is $50 to $3,000 plus monthly. And the fifth, automated businesses. This means creating a system that works without you. Examples: An e-commerce that receives orders automatically, software that sells itself without you doing support, an app that generates revenue from ads, a print-on-demand business where customers order, factories produce, you receive money. The work is at the beginning, building the system, but after that, it runs on its own. The problem? It's the hardest and requires more investment, but the return can be millions. The initial investment is $1,000 to $10,000. Time to earn is 4 to 12 months. The money you make is $1,000 to $10,000 plus monthly. Look, everyone dreams about making money without doing anything. But let's be honest, the easiest to start, dividend stocks. Why? Because you only need money. You open an app, wait, it's the most passive from day one, the most lucrative without initial capital. Digital products. It requires initial work, but if you have knowledge of something, you can sell it. The most profitable long-term, real estate. If you have access to capital, the numbers don't lie. People always need a house. The most scalable, affiliates. Your initial effort creates traffic that generates commission for years. My recommendation, start with what you have now. Do you have $100 a month? Dividends. Do you have knowledge? Digital products. Do you have family in real estate? Real estate. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Here comes the most important question. How long until your passive income pays your expenses? Let's say you spend $1,500 monthly. With dividends, you need $600,000 invested. Impossible? Number $500 monthly for 20 years with 8% return equals $600,000. Then, passive income of $1,500 a month. Work 20 years normally, then live off dividends. With real estate, you buy 3 apartments at $150,000 each with financing. You rent them at $1,500 each. After paying the mortgage, $1,500 net. 5 to 7 years, and you don't need to work anymore. With digital products, you create 3 courses at $49 each. You need 10 sales monthly from each one equals $1,500 passive income. With consistent marketing, 1 to 2 years. The beautiful part, they're not mutually exclusive. You do dividends while you create products while you rent an apartment. You diversify, accelerate, get closer to freedom. That's the real magic. Let's recap. Rich people don't work more. They work differently. They create systems that produce money without their involvement. You have 5 options. You don't need to do all of them. Choose one. Start today, and in 5 to 10 years, your life will be completely different. Because here's what's real. Time passes the same whether you do something or not. The difference is that if you start now, in 10 years, you'll have passive income. If you do nothing, in 10 years, you'll be in the same place. The question isn't if you can do it. The question is, do you really want to change? If the answer is yes, start today. Open an investment app. Write your first ebook. Look for a property. Small steps generate millions. See you in the next video.